Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Memphis offense will go on the attack first. Guys, can you even fathom how motivating it is to have a giant rack of... awaiting the victor, as there is in the Memphis UAB game. And while these two are proud of their barbecue, it was Memphis who poured on the sauce and absolutely roasted UAB the last time they met.
Two fan bases that care about their football and their ribs. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Either way, you got...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You could win a lot of trivia challenges if you ask how long's it been since Memphis had a losing season. They've reeled off 11 straight winning campaigns, and Ryan Silverfield does it without big-time recruits.
No, but he has got great balance on offense. Here
comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So UAB's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, UAB. A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like a little brown jug or your brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, two cities, proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against dreamland and full moon. I mean, it doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No, there aren't many trophies out there that you actually want to eat. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Take your pick. That is one good-looking trophy.
I don't even know what any of that means. I literally don't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat pork. But I do know that that's a big frickin' trophy. And one of these teams want to win it.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the single back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. Moving past the 25. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the court.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like each other. Apparently, Jesse, they do like their barbecue, though.
They do love their barbecue, and 1997 is not that long ago. I was playing college football.
The Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Blazers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's hooked. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of...
Touchdown, Blazers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake. He's got him in the flat. Nice move to keep running. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Lewis to throw. Finds the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Memphis will be forced to punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The Blazers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Trying to set up the screen. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The inside handoff. Hard running there. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sweet cut there. He has the first and still on his feet. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that.
Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Kitna. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on first down from the 40. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him...
Into the secondary on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in their kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ferguson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, UAB!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. 14. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Kitna. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And the field goal unit is on the field. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Kitna. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going up top again. Here comes the heat. Escapes the sack. Still on his feet. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Fighting off the defender. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Makes the grab down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route run.
Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. The extra point here would tie the game. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backward.
Turning it on! Touchdown, UAB! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna sling it on second down. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Lewis to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Memphis will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it again. Touchdown, Blazers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thompson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
Bunch formation for these receivers. starts a drive trying to go up top. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Heading to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UAB. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the... As this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep...
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Throws toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Jacobs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Get the barbecue pits ready and fire up the smokers as the Blazers will be feasting on the rack of ribs after taking down Memphis in the Battle of the Bulge.